Is anyone else kind of tired of talking about Karens?
No.
Yes.
I kind of like it.
You
One
like
of my
it?
favorite pages is Karen's Gone Wild, man.
Oh, they show their titties?
No. It's them. It's like Karen's in the wild.
In the wild.
Yeah, it's like them.
At the Amazon?
No, it's them being who they are.
Oh.
Like in their element at Starbucks complaining to the manager and shit, you know? Or like
You do
going
have
into
ass-
Target and like
I do.
and trying to fight people because they don't want to put on a mask.
So like Karen's in Culver City and shit.
Yeah.
So, in your opinion,
Torrance.
do you feel like having a Karen in nature attitude can be beneficial?
When they're on my side.
Yeah, right?
In actual nature?
You know what I mean?
Like they're Karen in nature. Like they're
Conceptual
Karen
wild.
nature.
I thought you meant like Karen and Eaton Canyon. Is that beneficial?
Okay, I shouldn't have used in.
I think
She's pointing at the graffiti. Who's been
the
doing
whole
this shit?
rural concept is not actually
I
a part
think-
of the conversation.
I see.
Being a Karen works when they're actually fighting for the rules.
Right.
And they're not being a dick about it.
Because sometimes you need a Karen. Because you're not going to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they will.
Like let's say someone's blasting fucking music at like 1 a.m, right? Like, and then most of us be like, oh, kids are just gonna have parties. But then you can count on a Karen to being like, it's after 10 p.m. I'm going over there, telling them to shut that shit down, or I'm calling the police, right? And then I'm like, thank God you're there, Karen. I can go to sleep.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I agree. When it's situations like that, I'm like, yay, we need Karens in our life. But I'm just sick and tired of talking about the Karens that are just assholes being Karens by like invading other people's space where they don't need to. But no, I'm talking about the good qualities of Karens. And so there's this job that has been listed recently seeking someone hypercritical and opinionated to write 3 product reviews per week while answering and maintaining a Call a Karen service for this company. So they want...
They're looking for a Karen, all right.
Yeah, they're saying the right Karen will be initially contracted to 3 months employment with a view to extend if the service is popular. We are recruiting a woman to write 3 honest reviews a week for our website, as well as be the voice and authority behind our Call a Karen service, which we will see potential customers call for advice and recommendations on products.
Call a Karen?
That'd be funny if you can only be named Karen to even apply.
I know.
Oh, they did specify that you don't need to be named Karen.
In a couple of years, there are like 160 employees all named Karen.
I saw this one Karen video where the guy was like, because you know everyone's like, okay, Karen, and the girl was like, how do you know my name? I was like, and even the guy was like, oh shit. I was like,
The problem with this though, so Karens, I think they are hypercritical, which is good, but they all have bad taste. So I don't know if I would want a Karen recommending me something.
Oh, like with the Karen.
That's
haircut
subjective
kind of
though,
thing?
because if you're a fellow Karen, that taste is perfect for you.
That's true.
Right? Look at their hairdos.
And they might be the biggest buyers of America.
Yeah, they're gonna recommend like the worst salons, the worst coffee places, the worst shoes, the worst cars.
well, maybe it might work in our favor. We're like, we stay away from those.
I feel
Well, we
like
don't
there's
hurt the
different
brand.
levels though, like martial arts, like what we're witnessing maybe are like the green belts of Karen. There's gotta be a black belt of Karen that doesn't exist.
We haven't even seen that
So
yet?
we just totally skipped brown and red by
Yeah,
the way.
because I'm like, isn't there a brown and a
you know?
white and a...
White's at the bottom.
Isn't the black belt like Hillary Clinton?
That's what I'm thinking.
You said Hillary Clinton?
No. I just said white belt's at the bottom. Then I looked at it, I was like, whoa, that's weird. White's at the bottom.
But I don't think Hillary Clinton, is she a Karen?
Isn't she the ultimate Karen?
No,
Karenzilla?
no.
Oh.
Karenzilla.
I'm not a fan of her either, but because she doesn't do a Karen stuff.
Yeah, she plays a different game.
She plays
does.
different
What is her game then? What does she do?
kids. I don't know. We don't know yet. But
That's a conspiracy.
that's a conspiracy.
That's
But
the Clintons
I
and kids, yeah.
A Karenspiracy.
Yeah.
think the
Karen's keep
Karenzilla is just like.
Too many.
I mean, I feel like there's been a few, or maybe they're getting close, where they just go out of their way to like, there'd be kids at a skate park, and they'd be like, you guys are going too fast, like doing it's dangerous, and they come out of their way to start harassing them. Or like there'll be kids on
Angrily too.
yeah,
That's the
and like
part
start
I like
attacking them.
about Yeah.
I saw this one video recently where it was like a Karen basically, like, she was getting hella mad because these kids were like skating and it was like starting to get late. And she was like, basically when you guys hang around here, it starts drugs and all this stuff, and then it just gets bad, and then basically starts like literally just starts kicking these kids.
What the?
What? She was pushing this kid, and this other kid dumped water on her, but after they were like, she was shoving them, and then she starts literally just like throwing, like, and they look like pretty good kicks. I was like, she looks like she took martial arts.
Was she a black belt Karen then?
I don't know. That's a black Karen. She was like gearing up and like twisting her hips and everything.
Wow, dang.
And then luckily another girl jumped in and like pushed over
The other Karen?
Yeah, no, like a
Brown belt.
a Karen on our side.
We gotta have a different name
Yeah.
for a Karen that actually like is helpful.
Good Karen.
Carol?
Holly.
Carol.
Carol.
Yeah, is there a difference? Like Karen? No,
Carol.
Carol
Carol.
does sound sweeter and like nicer.
Right?
Carol.
Yeah, and just always just singing carols.
The can I speak to your manager? Like good
Can I
Karen.
compliment your manager
Yeah.
for
Carol's
doing
like,
a good job?
Carol's like, can I talk to the manager? I'd like to say that today was so awesome. Great customer service. You know what? I'd like to say that the sandwich was compliments to the chef.
I grew up seeing a lot of Karens and interacting with Karens, but I can't say that I've actually even interacted with the Karen in like the last 5 years of my life.
Really?
Do you guys interact with Karens like pretty often? Like
Define interact.
We used to live with one, or like live across from one in our apartment.
I thought you were gonna say, is your dad the Karen?
Oh no. Oh, my dad can be a Karen. He is a
Karen.
That's what I was thinking of.
yeah. He's
so funny.
He's a pretty intense Karen.
Yeah, like,
You
I
do
don't-
not want to cross his path.
Like I'm not in a path of like if a Karen is like spraying her firepower, I've never been caught in the middle of it for a while, and I don't even think I've just seen Karen in action that much.
I've seen like maybe the white belt Karens here and there, and I've seen like the good Karens where like
The Carols?
the Carols, yeah, where that's like everyone's waiting for their food, and then you see the kids in the back just on their phones or talking and not cooking.
What?
And then like say like you're at
Rude.
fucking of the
kids, yeah.
They're like chatting and they're like just hella people just waiting. So they'll be the ones that be like, this isn't right, and we're like, yeah, say something. You know?
Also, too, I think people don't know you can disarm a Karen too. So like, I see like if I go to because we live in a neighborhood where there's potentially very many Karens. And
Their neighborhoods usually.
yeah, and then so like when you go to the supermarket, I do see a bunch of like Karen lookalikes walking around.
Robo Karens?
Yeah, clones.
So like for me, I'm like, because I know I'm the minority in this city, it's up to me to diffuse any type of tension. Because they're probably like, what's this fucking weird, like, slanted eye alien doing, right? So if I go in the grocery store, if I ever lock eyes with a Karen, I'm always like this. And I can totally see them going,
You're like, I'm safe.
Such a good impression.
they're walking around in their fucking Karen ways and shit, like judging the world. You can like, just by saying hi, you disarm them, and then she's like, I like that guy. And he just goes around, and like, you go around, you kind of disarm a lot of them.
That's so true. I do the same thing too, because after moving out of like the Monterey Park, Alhambra area, like here, like you don't really need to turn that on because you're surrounded by other minorities, and minorities just don't make good Karens. But when you're in a white
I don't give
neighborhood,
a fuck about anything.
yeah. But when you're in a white neighborhood, yeah, it's a different game, and I've had to like exercise that part of my brain a little bit more.
You grew up around that.
And I grew like in Texas, like I was surrounded by like a lot of white people, and like you're just constantly needing to kind of like, that's your white people game, and I'm gonna play your game. so
What's the
that-
difference did you observe? Because you grew up, that was what your normal was.
Yeah.
I never lived amongst white
The
people.
game is to be as extremely polite as possible in any case. Whether you're mad or if you're happy, it's just you gotta be polite. And you gotta, if you're mad, you polite your way into.
And everyone else is playing the same game, or is it the game that
assholes.
Yeah.
is it the game that you have to play as the model minority bullshit?
It is polite
Yeah.
though, huh? Right? Because when you get mad, you're like, excuse.
Yeah, it's like that kind of shit. Yeah, it's weird. It's not, you don't just go like, meet me in the parking lot. You know, it's like, it's different. I don't know. I can't.
It's just like after you.
Which space?
When the hands go on the hips, you know it's fucking business, dude.
That's so true.
Excuse me. Explain yourself, please. I'm listening.
Because I go jogging a lot, and so I'm always out in the city. And like, if you're not used to seeing like another minority or even like Asian person or whatever, I don't know. They could go. I don't know. They could see me and go, I don't know what this guy's stereotype is. Is this guy a thief or is he a smart guy? I don't know. So everyone just kind of has their guards up.
Yeah, and we're so like brainwashed by the media too, whether we like it or not. And so like, there's like always that narrative in our minds of like, you know, I don't want to be viewed as like that one Asian, you know, or that one minority. So it's like there's like a game that you play with yourself, and I don't know how healthy.
Just
that
break
is.
the ice. Yeah, if you just break the ice, then they're just like. It almost goes as if like they go, oh shit, it doesn't even matter if this guy's Asian or not. He's just being friendly to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like it should be their job to not be racist or judgmental.
That's true.
Like that,
That's
you
true.
know?
That's true, but I don't know if it's even a conscious thing of theirs to even
Yeah, but
I don't
it's
think
like
they're trying to be a racist, but
I think in this time it goes both ways because it's like obviously you kind of want to show to everyone that you're just nice, right? Like
Yeah.
that's-
Yeah, I don't. In my neighborhood, it's predominantly white too, and just it's white and Asian. But I never felt the need to like have to prove myself or that people say hi to me. Like I'll be in my garage, and then they'll come over. I mean, they'll walk by and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
how's it going?"
That's dope.
You know, then they'll sit there. Huh?
Whenever I see like a neighbor, I always say hi.
Yeah, like I'll say hi and stuff, but then people make the approach or whatever. We lock eyes or whatever. But then I am in a more bigger city than you guys too, so I think the bigger the city, the more people are afraid to just saying hi in a grocery
that's
store or
true.
whatever.
And they also might be more used to mixing with people. I feel like I'm a settler slowly moving into a Native American territory. So it's my job to go, I come here in peace.
I come in.
That's not what the settlers did.
You guys are native to their
You
city.
feel like
Yeah.
the culture is there already, and then
I'm new to you guys. So I'm like, I come in peace. No, I'm not gonna blow my boogers on the sidewalk. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
shit
like
on
you
the
feel like you're
floor.
working against the fob stereotype a little
Yeah.
bit.
So like that's why I feel like I gotta be nice with everyone.
I feel like just be yourself. They'll see that too, and whenever they judge
Myself
like,
is peeing on my wall though.
Yeah, dude, if everyone was themselves, I don't think anyone
he
can get
is
along.
So you're lying to people, is what you're saying.
Well, I said pee my wall, not your wall.
because I was in Mexican Beverly Hills, and then because
You said Mexican Beverly Hills?
yeah,
Where's
What's
that?
that?
Whittier.
That's Beverly Hills?
It's really nice.
Because it's a nice neighborhood, but all my neighbors are Mexican, so it's Mexican Beverly Hills, you know. I mean, Chinese Beverly Hills is Arcadia, so like.
Yeah, I can see that.
So then when I moved in, it was a different culture. Like it's a different like feeling, you know. And then they're more like Mexican American, so they're more like
California.
Californian than they are. I don't know, Mexican-ish, you know, like they're just hella just different, you know. It's not the kind of Mexicans I grew up like, you know,
Who'd you grow up with? Like people that just came from Mexico?
that or just Chicano or like whatever, like just more hood, you know.
Yeah, so I'm like, say it, Joe.
More hood, yeah.
I do have to watch how I say hi to people, like depending on where I'm at.
You can't be like, "What's up, fool?"
Yeah. well,
Sometimes you gotta be like, hola.
Yeah, like depending on who it is, like I say hi nicely, or like if I'm like in an area that's like say like downtown LA, depending on how, because I'm a bald head, bearded, big brown guy.
You're not dressed like
I don't dress like it, but like sometimes
You
when I'm
have
just wearing
flowers
like
on
gym
you, dude.
clothes.
And you got perfect teeth now.
Yeah, so it's way nice, but I have to wear a mask.
That's very disarming.
But like when I say hi to people, I don't do this. I do the head down because I feel like the head down is more like, oh, what's up? Like I'm.
what? I didn't
This?
even know that was a thing.
It is a thing.
This looks
This
like
is more
what's
like
up,
you wanna fight?
aggressive. Yeah, this is like
That's how I grew up, as like
you lower your head for respect. That's how dogs do it.
Why don't you just do this?
Dogs lower their heads.
Well, I'm not gonna say when I see like a guy, I'm not gonna be like, you know, like if I'm
Honestly,
passing
that's
someone
what I
by.
do like every day.
That's how you disarm people, though, for sure.
Yeah, that's
you have
don't
to go,
expect
I've never
that.
seen anyone look at me and go like this.
really. I'm like,
Never.
if I see
I
someone,
do it all the time.
Dude,
I think guy communication is different from girl though.
Yeah.
What? I'm talking about like my culture or like the people that I grew up with, not necessarily
Mexicans don't do that though.
What?
No,
It's a white people.
I've never seen them go like what's up, fool?
But that's how I know it's disarming, because then for them they're like, oh, like what's up? They do it back. But if I do this, then they're like, what? So I'm like, oh.
It does make sense. I'm just mind blown because I had never seen anyone do that.
you should
That's
try
it.
like
do that.
sideways,
I've never
you know?
seen anyone do that.
Night of the Roxbury.
throw them off.
Just start fucking twitching. What? I'm friendly, motherfucker. What?
What? No, actually, this is something. This is like go outside. You wanna go outside?
Oh shit.
It is.
One is the wink with it.
Oh, wink is actually a lot more fun when you're an adult. Has anybody been winking a lot lately?
I wink at like, when I talk to people.
Yeah, that's stupid.
You go to like Pep Boys and you're like, thank you for the oil change.
Thank you for the oil change.